When most people think about Silicon Valley, they picture endless tech offices and traffic jams. But what if I told you there's this hidden city that's just 15 minutes from Apple's main office that feels like a totally different world? Picture this: pretty tree-lined streets, beautiful homes, sizable lots, and a charming old downtown that makes you feel like you're in a small town, not the tech capital of the world. While so many Bay Area cities are getting more crowded, Saratoga offers a peaceful alternative without sacrificing access to the tech jobs that make Silicon Valley famous. Today we're taking you inside this unique community that gives you the best of both worlds. I'm Spencer Sui, former tech professional turned realtor. I live and breathe Bay Area real estate, and we helped over 300 families with their moves in the last 7 years. So let's get an inside look into this city. First off, let me give you the quick rundown on Saratoga. It sits on the southwest edge of Silicon Valley in Santa Clara County with just over 30,000 people living here. What makes this area so special? They've kept it small and worked hard to protect how it looks and feels. Back in 1956, Saratoga incorporated specifically to avoid being annexed by San Jose. The residents established their own city with a clear vision to preserve their rural character, and it is still impressive today. Nearly 70 years later, you can still see that commitment to maintaining their unique identity everywhere you look. The scenery here is really beautiful. You'll see that the city sits right next to the Santa Cruz Mountains, so you got these amazing redwood forests in the hills and sunny valley areas that used to be all prune and apricot farms. These natural features actually create the perfect setting for some incredible cultural attractions that we're going to explore in detail a bit later, including one of the oldest and beautiful Japanese gardens in the entire country. And here's what's cool: Saratoga isn't stuck in the middle of nowhere though. It actually sits right next to Cupertino, and is surrounded by Campbell and Los Gatos. So you're right in the heart of Silicon Valley, but it feels like you're miles away from all that tech craziness. That's the magic of this city. You get to be near all those major tech companies while living in this peaceful, pretty place. Now, with a location this ideal and a setting this beautiful, you're probably wondering about how much do things cost to live here. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Saratoga is one of the most premium housing markets in all of Silicon Valley and the Bay Area. But folks who can afford it, there's a reason why they are paying what they're paying. As of middle of 2025, the median price point for homes in Saratoga is at $3.945 million, with houses selling for $17.89 per square feet. The market here is quick though. Homes typically sell in just 8 days. What's interesting is that while other parts of the Bay Area have been going up and down, Saratoga's market has been very steady. To give you an idea, over the last 5 years, prices have gone up $1 million, and they don't seem to be going down anytime soon. Most homes here are single-family houses on big lots. However, there are still condos and townhomes that are more affordable options to get into this city. To give you an idea, I did a video a while back, which is a new construction townhome community with prices starting at $2 million by Pulte Homes, where I helped multiple clients already buy. You would absolutely love their rooftop decks. Now in Saratoga, you're going to see everything from classic California ranches to these beautiful Mediterranean-style mansions, and even a lot of super modern rebuilt custom homes. But let me break down some of the key areas for you. There's this part that's very famous called the Golden Triangle. It's between Saratoga Avenue, Saratoga Sunnyvale Road, and Cox Avenue. Here you're going to find a lot of ranch-style homes on a quarter-acre lot plus. You can get condos and townhomes up to $2.4 million. In the single family, they start at $3.2 million and go up over $6 million. If you're interested in wanting to be in the super luxury end, which is a $10 million plus, check out the areas around the hills all around on the borders of Saratoga. Most of these, you're going to have incredible views of the bay with lot sizes that are over 1 acre and a home size that's commonly above 5,200 square feet. What's amazing about Saratoga's housing market though is while a $4 to $5 million home might sit around for months, if not years in other cities, Miami, they move very quickly here. Why? Because people aren't just buying a house, they're buying into a whole lifestyle that's getting harder and harder to find anywhere in Silicon Valley, yet they still have the income to be able to support it. Now, if you want more neighborhood tours like this one, just tap that subscribe button and leave a comment with what city I should be doing next. That way you'll be the first to access these videos to help you make a better real estate decision about living in the valley. What else is it that makes Saratoga feel like you left the Bay Area, even though you're right in the middle of things? There are a few key things that create this totally different vibe. First, if you actually drive through the city, absolutely, because it's laid out. As I mentioned, a city in the 50s is considered a very new city here. So while most Silicon Valley towns have gone all in on squeezing in as many offices and buildings as possible, Saratoga fortunately has done the opposite. Saratoga fortunately has been able to get away by not doing that. Let's take a look at this. Over 98% of the land is zoned residential, with a huge emphasis on mostly single-family homes with a lot of space. They've kept the commercial areas really limited, which is why it doesn't feel crowded or urban at all. The pace here is just different. Without any big office parks and with just a small commercial district, Saratoga won't get much that daily tsunami of commuters flowing in and out. It's what planners call a bedroom community. People live here, but they work somewhere else, which actually fits really well when we talk about how Saratoga is so connected to all the major tech hubs later on. This ultimately gives residents the best of both worlds. Then there's the nature factor. You've got these mature trees lining pretty much every street. Those beautiful foothills in the background, you can still spot hints of the old orchards and vineyards that used to dominate this area. This connection to nature gives you this sense of calm that's almost impossible to find anywhere else in Silicon Valley. The architecture is a big deal too. Instead of all those glass and steel office buildings and apartment complexes that are packed together, Saratoga has these character-filled custom homes set back from the street with gorgeous landscaping. Everything feels a lot more intentional and a lot more unique, and a lot less corporate. All these things together create this place that makes this area feel like a charming small town nestled in the hills than part of the massive tech hub like you get in a Mountain View or Sunnyvale. However, will things change over the next decade? California has pressed every city to build a lot more housing relative to the size. How much longer can Saratoga get by when the state has been watching them? We will see. But what really makes Saratoga stand out is the incredible lifestyle it offers, which I'm going to show you some of the nicest places that you won't even believe that are in the Bay Area. For such a small city, they've got some incredible cool spots. All of them that I've been to. One of the crown jewels here is the Montalvo Art Center. It's this stunning 175-acre estate with a Mediterranean villa and beautiful grounds. Here you're going to have concerts, art shows, and all kinds of cultural programs year-round. It's the kind of place you'd expect to find in a major city, not tucked away in a small town. Then there's the Hakone Gardens, one of the oldest Japanese gardens in the Western Hemisphere. This place is incredible and open to the public. 18 acres of carefully kept gardens with traditional buildings, peaceful ponds, and cultural events throughout the year. It's like a little slice of Japan right in Silicon Valley. My sister-in-law literally had her wedding there, and it's a fantastic venue for all sorts of special occasions. What if you're a music fan? You gotta go check out the Mountain Winery, which is a total gem. Imagine watching your favorite artist perform while looking out over the entire valley. On a clear night, you're gonna be able to see the lights of Silicon Valley twinkling below while enjoying great performances. It's really incredible and magical. And last but not least is the heart of downtown life, which is the Saratoga Village. They have a historic downtown area along Big Basin Way. This is nothing like those strip malls that are same looking shopping areas you can see all over on the bay. There's no commercial chains. It's this walkable area with old historic buildings, cute shops, wine tasting rooms, and some fantastic restaurants. It'll feel more like if you went to a charming vacation down to like San Luis Obispo than hang around Silicon Valley. To give you some idea of some of my favorite choices, you're gonna enjoy Hero Ranch Kitchen, Flowers Saratoga, or if you're craving some melted cheese, go to La Fondue, as you can't go wrong with any of them. Just be mindful, parking is pretty tough here, so you may have to park on the outskirts and walk over, but fortunately the place is pretty small. Now if you're into outdoor things like hiking, you're gonna love these 15 different parks and all the hiking trails in the nearby Santa Cruz Mountains. From Kevin Moran Park with all of its sports fields to the beautiful trails at Villa Montalvo, there are tons of ways to enjoy the natural beauty all around you. For families, the schools here are a huge draw. However, the way schools are divided is pretty confusing because there's 3 different school districts. So depending on where your home is designated will significantly impact your prices. Because you have Cupertino, Saratoga, and Campbell school districts. And Saratoga's not even that big. I just mentioned it only has 30,000 people. So be very, very careful to understand where the different school boundaries are, and send me a direct message. I have a map so you can see for yourself, and then that way you can find a home that's suitable within your budget that hopefully connects with the school district that you're thinking of. Not all of them are able to get into the Saratoga top school district. Now that you know about the housing and the lifestyle, what is the demographics of the people that live in this exclusive community? The answer might surprise you when we look at the data, especially when you think about, especially with the numbers from the nearby cities. As of right now, the median age here is about 51 years old. This is much older than the Bay Area average of about 39. The median household income is roughly $241,000, making it one of the wealthiest communities in all of California. Your typical Saratoga residents are successful tech leaders, senior managers, and professionals who've reached that point in their careers where they want to value quality of life first. Most residents are highly educated, as 45% hold a master's degree or higher. Many of the original owners here have worked at legacy companies like a Cisco, like an HP, like an Oracle. Nowadays, most of the new people buying in will people be at Meta, Google, Apple, or certainly if you work at Nvidia, you can already buy in your 20s. This area, because they want a different lifestyle, even though the commute may be a little bit farther than places like a Mountain View and Sunnyvale. It's especially important for those that have families here because of the amazing schools. While we talked about all the different school districts, they're all good, they're just at different levels relative to one another. To give you an idea, Saratoga High School is ranked number 12 statewide with a 99.6% graduation rate. Almost all graduates, 95%, meet or exceed the University of California and CSU, California State University requirements. The average SAT score is an impressive 1406. Back when I took it, mine was only at 1200. These exceptional schools are a major reason families are willing to pay more to live in this area. Now what's really interesting is how long people tend to stay once they move to Saratoga though. While many parts of the Bay Area have people moving in and out every couple of years, Saratoga has tons of long-term homeowners who've been here for decades. To give you an idea, what about the ratio of owner-occupied to leases? About 84% of these homes are owner-occupied, and most are single-family homes, which is at 83%. This stability adds to that strong sense of community and helps the city keep its unique character, but also makes it really hard for renters to be able to come in. But this creates a wonderful blend: luxury, peace, quiet, natural beauty, and excellent schools. Now you might be thinking, all this talk about a city that feels nothing like the rest of the valley, that sounds great, but is it a little bit too far away? Is it too remote? While some people may find this city very boring, its location is still very, very competitive because it's not that far. Saratoga is still literally right next to Cupertino, where Apple has their massive campuses. And from most areas in Saratoga, you're really still just a 15 to 25 minute drive to Google in Mountain View or to NVIDIA in Santa Clara. The city has easy access to Highway 85 and through a major local route, which is Saratoga Sunnyvale Road. So it's pretty easy to get all across the Bay Area. Now, in general, there can be traffic all throughout, but fortunately for Saratoga, not too many people will actually go through the city itself, just the highways. Now, the only downside here, from a location perspective, is public transit is extremely limited because while there's a few VTA bus routes, there's no direct Caltrain access or BART station in the city itself. Now that said, there are highways nearby and there are paths to get to them in case you want to get to the Caltrain to then work in the city. Now for bike lovers, the hilly terrain makes for some great fun rides, but biking to work isn't going to be as common as in flatter areas like Mountain View or Sunnyvale. One of the best things about Saratoga though is how it gives you this clear line between work and home. You might spend your day working at some cutting edge tech company, but then you come home to this peaceful rural setting in the evening. This balance between connectivity and peacefulness is actually one of the main reasons Saratoga's housing market has stayed so stable and continues to keep growing. Saratoga truly is a Silicon Valley city that feels nothing like the rest of the Bay Area, a place that somehow kept its own unique identity and lifestyle while sitting right in the middle of one of the world's biggest tech hubs. So if you're thinking about making a move to Saratoga or any other city in the entire Bay Area, I would love to be your resource of choice. My team has helped over 50 families every single year find the perfect home, and all you need to do to get going and to save time and money is to send me an email at hello@spencersue.com. We can help you strategize on buying and selling because a lot of people that move into Saratoga are probably selling some other home. Let's have a conversation about what you're looking for, and I'll show you exactly how I combine my tech background, market data analytics, and local knowledge to help you make a confident decision. Now, while Saratoga offers that peaceful and luxurious lifestyle, there are many other communities in the valley where values are absolutely skyrocketing. If you're curious about where else the smart movie has been moving to, check out this video right over here. Trust me, this is information that's so critical because it's all about your investments and seeing where are the hotspots and why. See you next time.